Howdy y'all, today I'll be going over Sempra Energy, ticker SRE. Let's get to it. Sempra Energy had a huge drop today. It was absolutely terrible for the stock. The earnings were a miss, and it wasn't good. But I believe the market was overreacting. It just went from about $88, jumped up to $92, and then hit a bottom of the day about $64 and some odd cents. And I placed an order in a while ago because I've traded Sempra Energy many, many times in the past, and I really like it. Even if I had to hold it for a while, I still like it for that too, because it's a utility. It's a gas company. And so I put an order at 70. This was probably several weeks ago. Just in case things started going down, I wouldn't have to monitor it. It would just get down to 70 and buy. If it never bought it, it would cancel after 6 months, which is perfectly fine. But it just dropped, hit that 70, which instantly brought my attention to it. I was focusing extensively on the stock. I was almost getting tunnel vision on it. And I was buying it 69, 68s, all kinds of different levels in there. And I decided it's going to keep dropping. I'll do the $2 levels. So I put orders at 66. It got 66. I put it at 64 and it did not quite hit 64, which is perfectly fine. It didn't have to. I was perfectly happy with all the shares I got. At the end of the day, it was at about $70. So I definitely was above cost basis. I was extremely happy about that. And for me, the stock is a utility and it's a staple. It is something that's needed. Sure, it can be made the argument that it's a gas company here where I am. It's Southern California Gas. In San Diego, it's San Diego Gas and something. It also has gas companies in Texas underneath it that are subsidiaries. And sure, if it's for heaters, if people don't use their heater as much, then they're not using much gas. But there are so many people that use gas stoves. Restaurants use gas stoves. There's just so much that it can't really fluctuate. And part of the report that the company actually put out was that they're having higher costs due to the inflationary environment. So they're having to have that battle against their costs. Well, that means they're going to have to either raise it or keep it the same, but also customers aren't going anywhere. You can't switch from one gas company to the next. It's all on one gas company. It's sort of like electrical companies. You can't switch electrical providers like you can cell phone providers. You just can't do it. So you're pretty much stuck with that company. There's no way you can just not use them by transferring to someone else. You can just not use them in general, but you can't transfer to someone else. So it's not really losing customers. It's more the inflationary environment and what the costs are rising for them. So if they raise their costs, then they can have a different report later on in the year. So that's why I was buying it. But also I am wanting to trade this. It dropped so much. Even if it shot up $10 in this trading session, I would have sold it, but it didn't. So I'm just going to hold it for a little bit, wait for it to get closer to what it was, and then sell it. I'm very happy with it.